Welcome to Insightful Gaming. Today, we're diving deep into the Monk class in Path of Exile 2, set to release in early access on December 6th. If you're still on the fence about which class to play, this guide is tailored for you. We'll explore the Monk's core mechanics, skill gems, and Ascendancy options, breaking down why this class might just be your top pick. Don't forget to check out similar deep dives on other classes available on my channel, or follow the link in the description. As always, like and subscribe for more in-depth Path of Exile 2 content. It helps the channel grow and keeps you ahead of the curve. The Monk is a hybrid intelligence and dexterity class located near the Shadow's starting point on the passive skill tree. This placement offers easy access to powerful nodes for elemental damage, energy shield, evasion, and spell suppression. Monks shine in combat as agile warriors, using quarterstaves or even unarmed strikes to weave together swift physical attacks with devastating elemental effects. They truly embody the concept of a martial artist with mystical flair, allowing players to adopt both explosive offensive strategies and layered defensive tactics. Monks in Path of Exile 2 have an arsenal of skill gems that emphasize their mastery of swift, melee strikes and elemental power, providing plenty of opportunities for creativity in combat. Here's a breakdown of their key skills, showcasing their strengths and why they're integral to the Monk playstyle. One of the standout skills is Falling Thunder, a skill that releases a wave of lightning energy over a large area. Its wide-reaching effect makes it a phenomenal choice for clearing packs of enemies early on, while its lightning damage ensures it scales well into the endgame. Falling Thunder is especially effective in builds centered around charge stacking mechanics, allowing it to deal consistent damage in both AoE and single-target scenarios. Next, we have Glacial Cascade, which sends cascading ice spikes through a linear area, dealing cold damage to enemies. What makes this skill exceptional is its built-in chill and freeze mechanics, which provide strong crowd control in addition to its damage. Glacial Cascade is an ideal choice for monks looking to combine defense and offense, especially when paired with Frozen Locus, another cold-focused skill. Frozen Locus creates an area of cold that slows and damages enemies over time. Together, these two skills allow monks to dictate the flow of battle, locking down enemies while delivering steady damage. Killing Palm is another powerhouse skill in the Monk's toolkit. This ability is a single, decisive strike designed for taking down tougher enemies such as rares or bosses. Killing Palm shines when used as part of a combo, particularly with skills or mechanics that amplify its finishing power, such as modifiers that add bonus damage to low-health enemies. Its design makes it an essential part of any build that values precision and burst damage. Staggering Palm is a versatile unarmed skill that allows you to dash toward an enemy and strike them with a heavy blow. What makes this skill unique is its ability to heavily stun enemies, disrupting their actions and granting you a temporary buff. This buff causes your quarterstaff and unarmed attacks to fire projectiles for a short duration, significantly enhancing your offensive potential. Staggering Palm is an excellent skill for mobility-focused builds, providing both gap-closing capabilities and an easy way to bolster your damage output during intense fights. Another unique and interactive skill is Tempest Bell, which rewards precise gameplay and timing. Each successful strike with any skill builds combo stacks, and at 5 stacks, you can summon a Tempest Bell. This bell acts as a unique object you can strike with other skills to create damaging shockwaves. If you apply elemental ailments like shock or chill to the bell, its shockwaves deal bonus damage of the corresponding element. This mechanic makes Tempest Bell an exciting choice for players who enjoy creative and dynamic combat strategies, particularly in elemental-themed builds. Finally, we revisit Frozen Locus, a skill that emphasizes control and area denial. By creating an area that damages and slows enemies with cold, Frozen Locus gives monks an edge in controlling the battlefield. It pairs seamlessly with Glacial Cascade or other cold-themed abilities, providing additional layers of defense and consistent damage over time. These skills combine to create a diverse and adaptable toolkit, allowing monks to tackle any challenge, whether they focus on lightning, cold, unarmed attacks, or creative combos. With such a variety of abilities, monks are perfectly positioned to be one of the most exciting and versatile classes in Path of Exile 2. When it comes to Ascendancy options, the monk has two paths that cater to very different playstyles. First is the Invoker, a master of elemental power and ailments. This Ascendancy focuses on manipulating elemental damage and inflicting status effects like Chill, Shock, and Ignite. One of its strongest passives is, and Scatter Them to the Winds, which grants the Elemental Expression skill. Elemental Expression triggers waves of elemental damage with every melee critical strike, acting like a built-in cast on critical setup. The lack of cooldown on this effect makes it one of the most consistent sources of AoE elemental damage in the game, assuming you can build around critical strikes. Another notable invoker passive is Faith is a Choice, which grants access to the Meditate skill. Meditate allows you to double your energy shield through channeling, providing a massive boost to survivability. However, the skill's full potential depends on whether the energy shield boost persists after channeling or only during it, a key mechanic we'll need to test after release. The channeling aspect also synergizes with casts while channeling setups, enabling defensive or offensive abilities to trigger while you sustain Meditate. Two other invoker passives, I Am the Blizzard and I Am the Thunder, enhance cold and lightning damage, respectively. Blizzard creates chilled ground, reducing enemy movement and attack speed, while Thunder generates shocking ground, increasing the damage enemies take. Between these two, Thunder offers greater offensive utility, as the increased damage from shocking ground scales exceptionally well with lightning-based builds. Both passives act as gateways to an I Shall Rage, one of the invoker's signature abilities. This passive grants the Unbound Avatar skill, which transforms the monk into a powerful elemental avatar upon applying enough ailments. While Unbound Avatar offers significant damage boosts and enhanced ailment application, its utility may be limited in builds that focus on just one or two elements, as hybrid elemental setups will gain more from the ailment stacking mechanic. The final standout invoker passive is I Am the Thunder, which enhances critical strike and critical damage potential. It pairs perfectly with elemental expression, enabling builds that capitalize on frequent critical hits and elemental damage bonuses. This makes the invoker an ideal ascendancy for players who enjoy explosive, high-risk, high-reward playstyles. On the other hand, the Acolyte of Chayula is a darker, more mysterious path focused on chaos damage and energy shield manipulation. One of its most defining passives is Chayula's Gift, which doubles your chaos resistance and adds plus 10% to your maximum chaos resistance. This makes it one of the most reliable defensive tools in the game for mitigating chaos damage, especially in encounters where chaos resistance is crucial. However, players will need to be mindful of potential penalties if chaos resistance starts in the negatives. Another key Acolyte passive is Ravenous Doubts, which makes all mana leech instant. This is a game changer for monks, as mana sustain has been a consistent challenge in many early versions of the class. Ravenous Doubts also synergizes with defensive mechanics like Mind over Matter, which redirects damage to mana before life. This opens up the potential for hybrid builds that combine energy shield, mana, and life as layered defenses. The synergy continues with Consuming Questions, a passive that disables energy shield recharge but allows mana leech to recover energy shield instead. When paired with Ravenous Doubts, this enables instant recovery of energy shield, further enhancing survivability. It's a must-have for hybrid builds that rely on both mana and energy shield as primary defensive layers. The Acolyte's dark-themed passives don't stop there. Embrace the Darkness offers a unique defensive mechanic by removing all spirit, but in exchange, you gain up to 600 Darkness. Darkness functions as an additional shield protecting life and energy shield, effectively creating another defensive buffer. While the loss of spirit prevents you from using reservation-based skills, the defensive trade-off can be invaluable in high-damage scenarios. Another offensive highlight for Acolytes is Grasp the Void, which converts damage to additional chaos damage based on your unreserved darkness. At maximum efficiency, this passive can add up to 30% bonus chaos damage to all types of attacks, making it a potent choice for damage-focused builds. Finally, Walking Dreams grants the Into the Breach skill, which summons Flames of Chayula. These flames restore life, mana, and provide additional damage, offering both recovery and offensive potential in longer fights. Comparing the two Ascendancies, the Invoker offers a more aggressive, elemental-focused playstyle, relying heavily on critical strikes and status ailments. It's a strong choice for players who want high damage, high-speed gameplay but are willing to invest in precise build synergies. Meanwhile, the Acolyte of Chayula leans into resource management and hybrid defenses, providing a tankier, chaos-themed alternative that rewards careful planning and sustained focused strategies. Overall, the Monk in Path of Exile 2 is shaping up to be one of the most versatile classes, offering unique tools for players who enjoy dynamic melee combat with elemental flair. Whether you choose the Invoker for its explosive elemental capabilities, or the Acolyte of Chayula for its robust defenses and chaos damage, the Monk promises an engaging and rewarding experience. As we eagerly await Path of Exile 2's release, consider giving the Monk a try if you're looking for a class that combines agility, elemental power, and flexible build potential. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to check out my other class breakdowns on the channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Rayclast.